already started. So let's go with yours, my friend. Let's take a look at this bad boy.
Okay.
All right. So you can see it on the computer screen?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to first take out a piece of paper and I want you to write down I want you to write down create 4 columns or 4 rows.
Yep.
Okay? I want you to first tell me, at the top of the page, I want you to put 10 to 11 units. It has been my experience that there is, for most loan officers, anywhere between a 28 to a 38% conversion rate of leads. Now, we've always discussed the definition of leads. Leads is somebody you've talked to about what you do that you're able to capture their name, phone number, and email address. That's a lead. Whether it turns into anything, it's a lead that goes on your lead tracker, and out of those leads, you can convert a solid loan officer should be able to convert 28 to 38% of those.
Yep.
So if we're looking at 10 to 11 units a month, we would have to surmise that you are looking at generating anywhere between 25 to 35 leads a month.
You got it. That's what I'm on.
Okay.
25 to, yes.
25 to 35 leads a month. And out of those leads, we've got to break them down into where we're going to get them from. So when you think about your business, and I see some things listed on here, tell me where you imagine your business coming from when you're trying to generate 25 to 35 leads a month. Where would you expect that they would come from?
And I'm glad you said that, because before I was not putting the lead generation down or the lead tracker down, and since I've done that, since our talks before Madison jumped on for this sessions, recent sessions, I would say 20% comes from my realtors that I was working with. 40%.
Okay, then do me a favor. Underneath your units, I want you to write one row is going to say realtors.
Right.
What's the next one?
Past clients.
Okay, underneath that, write PC.
Referral partners.
Which would be, in our definition, would be business owners that are not real estate specific, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we can put, we can say business relationships or affiliated relationships, so yep, so put that underneath that one.
Right.
Okay, so we have 3 rows so far. What about anything else?
Well, that's basically, that was my breakdown. It was about 20 to 25% from realtors, 30% from past clients, and 45 to 50% of referral business partners, owners out of the realm of real estate.
Okay, so when we look at your business plan, you've essentially got 3 pillars or 3 legs to your table that you're going to go out there and focus your time and energy on to generate business from.
Right.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Okay. There is a large part of your business that you're missing, and I want to be clear on that because I think it's an invaluable piece to your business, and I'll ask you this question and see if you can answer it for me. There are a large percentage of people that already know you, like you, and trust you, that are obviously thankful for the business that you do. What category would you say they fall into?
You talk about the friends and family other than, yeah, that was a social relationship or something like that, well, I do get leads from.
I mean, you could put friends and family. Well, I'm talking about a much greater, much larger percent. I think you're missing 2 categories. I think you're missing current clients, and I don't know, did I mishear you? Did you say past clients?
Yes.
Okay, you did say past clients. So
yeah. So
current clients.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have, I've always believed that you should have 4 legs to your pillar, or 4 legs to your table supporting your household. Your 4 legs allow you to diversify yourself depending on the market, depending on your appetite for conversation. This allows you a chance to diversify you as well as your business, so you're not relying on only one pillar to support 50 to 60%. Because I think if you weigh a lot of that on there, you tend to you tend to be a victim to whatever that pillar does or doesn't do for you. Like for me, my past client database, I always thought there was going to be a lull. I always expected there to be at some point my business to slow down. But every month that I added more people to my database and every month that I continued to expand my brand, I was constantly amazed at how many people were out there advocating me and that it never really slowed down. It got to the point where it was 63% of my closed loan volume, which to me was amazing. And because I had so many people talking, I really was insulated against any of the economics and the changes to the market, because at any point in time, 600 people who were rated as my A or B clients were out there talking about me to other people.
Right.
So if you look at your model right now, you've got your past clients.
Yep.
You've got your realtors.
Right.
You've got your business relationships.
Yep.
And let's just put for giggles and grins your current clients.
I said current clients, and then I broke out another family, friends, and social relationships.
Perfect.
So,
okay, social.
Yeah.
So I think perfect. So we have to generate anywhere between 25 to 35 leads a month. Okay.
Right.
So
yeah.
Madison, good morning. I hear you're listening, right?
Yes, I am.
She's on.
Awesome. So, all right. So let's talk about your past clients right now. How many leads a month do you think your past clients are good for?
5 to 7.
Have you been getting 5 to 7 over the last 90 days?
Yes. And that's what I said. I'm
those,
looking back. That's all I'm looking back is the last 90 days.
Okay, so that's 5 to 7, and by I mean past clients. These are not business relationships or social or family, right? These are past clients.
Yep.
Okay, how many would you get from realtors?
Leads, probably about 15.
You're getting 15 leads from realtors a month.
Yes. And what happens is, I'm going to say my leads, like you talk about, I'm getting the names and talking to the people. I've lost, been losing a couple because of rates. I've been losing a couple because people get frustrated because they're the third or fourth contract offer in and not getting them, that kind of stuff.
Right. I'm with you there. I'm with you. So that's expected. Okay. What about business relationships?
Probably I get a little bit more of the business relationships, probably 9 to 12.
So you're getting 9 to 12 business. So your lead tracker every month should be north of 30 leads a month. Have you gotten more than 30 leads a month over the last 90 days?
That's what I'm just about at now. Since October, November, that's where I was getting just about 30. Because I'm doing 5 to 6 a week, really solid deals.
Awesome.
So I'm probably getting of the leads, probably getting 35 to 40 leads, and of that, maybe converting 70%. Awesome.
What about current clients? Have you gotten any current client referrals over the last 90 days?
Yes, and that's what I started just revamping those, because that's a section that you and I discussed that I was not hitting before. I wasn't asking for the business. Remember we talked when the guy said, hey, you did a really good job. I appreciate it. What can I do? And I said, well, let's go get a drink. And you said, no, go after them for more work. And so I've been doing that, and that's really helped because I have them in the loop. Last month I had three loans from current clients that referred all within the little network of friends, and it's been working really good.
Okay. And social?
But maybe 3 to 5.
Okay, perfect. All right. So based on your analytics of what you're looking at, and this is why the lead tracker, Madison and Larry, is so powerful, because now we can start talking about realities. We're going to start honing in on what you're really good at and stop trying to track things in an environment that you're not really proficient in. So Larry, let's talk about your social. Of the leads, and you're going to know this, so you're going to have to, your information is as good as you understand it. Of your social, you've gotten probably, let's say, 9 to 15 leads over the last 90 days. Of those leads, how many of them have actually turned into closable or closed deals?
4 to 5. I mean, I've got 3. I tried to get...
Nope, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So 4 to 5, which means that, so if we take, let's just say 4 divided by 12, that's about a 30% conversion rate, correct?
Correct.
Okay, 30%. Your current clients, you said, or I think you said, was very high. It means that your current clients referred you very solid closable deals. My guess is that you're probably north of 70 to 80% on those?
Yes. I've been referred maybe 5. I think I've closed 3, or I've got 3 applications going right now.
Okay, so 80%. Business relationships, out of the 12 times 3, so out of the 36 leads on the high side, or out of the 36 leads, how many of those have you closed?
Close or applications in the system, probably 5 to 6.
I want to know from your perspective, what do you think the likelihood of the loans that you've taken app down or closed? What's the percentage of closable deals?
30%.
30%. Okay.
Yep.
What about realtors?
Realtors is maybe 20 to 25%. That's where my
20.
biggest rate shoppers are coming
Yep.
from.
Yep. And what about your past clients?
Probably 35 to 40%.
Okay. So I want you to write these numbers down. Your past clients are batting about 35%. Your realtors are batting 20%. Your business relationships are 30%. Your current clients are batting 80%, and your socials batting 30%.
Yep.
So if you were to look at your business model for 2017 and you wanted to add closable deals and not have to work a ton of time chasing ghosts, where would you go to get the greatest return on your investment, meaning the greatest return on the least amount of time spent? Where would you spend most of your day?
Current and past clients.
Okay, so let's say current and past clients. So right now, over the last 90 days, you've gotten 3 transactions, so 1 a month.
A little bit better than that, but yes.
So maybe 2 a month.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so we're at 2 loans a month for your current clients. What about for your social? How many loans a month? Closable.
2 to 3 easily.
Okay, 2 to 3. What about business relationships?
2 to 3.
Okay, 2 to 3. What about realtors?
Maybe 2.
Okay, and past clients?
2 to 3. My past clients and the current clients are the ones I'm working on the hardest. When I say past clients, I'm going to my database for them.
Mm-hmm. Say that again?
Yeah, my best, a great time was I've been making these calls and trying to get at least 5 calls a day every week. And sometimes I'm getting 3, sometimes I'm getting 4. Well, I've tried to make some realtors appointments and calls the week of Thanksgiving, and none of the realtors, everybody was busy. They had family in town, they had plans, they were shopping, they were cooking, they were cleaning. So a lot of them just blew me off to this week. So last Wednesday, I went and hit most of some referral partners and family and friends. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I hit past clients. And I took 3, I did 4 pre-calls over the weekend, and they turned into 3 apps.
Okay. So you've got a pretty good business model working for you right now. Agreed?
Right now. Yes.
Okay. You have a pretty good business model, but you want to increase it. Okay?
Totally. Yes.
Traditional business planning says that you try to figure out and you just try to cast a bigger net. Okay? I've never been that smart or that driven to try to cast a bigger net. I've always been lazy in the sense of I really just want to do the least amount of work to get the biggest bang for my dollar. I mean, that's just me. So whenever I started doing a business model for the next year, I always tried to cheat in a lot of ways. I was like, how do I get more business without working a ton more time? And that was largely due in part to I really don't want to talk to people I don't want to talk to. I really don't want to do things that I'm not excited to do, and I frankly would rather be home with my kids or doing something fun than trying to drum up new business. So my motive was always, where can I put the least amount of energy and get the biggest return on my investment? So as I look at what we've just discussed, because I'm writing it all down, I'm thinking to myself, if I'm going to try and generate more loans, not necessarily leads, because I don't know if you necessarily need to start trying to get more leads, but what I'm looking at here going is you've got a couple pillars that you truly are not really maximizing. I don't think you have a very laser-focused strategy on what I would consider to be your current clients and your past client relationships. I just
Correct.
don't. I don't think you have a strategy that really capitalizes on the momentum that you get. Now, just follow me. I'm going to leapfrog a little bit.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious that every month, if you're closing 10 or more loans a month, you have at least 3 people in your pipeline at any given time that would gladly refer you if you were strategic in your conversations and made it a focal point to basically at the end of every month get 3 current client referrals through the process. Because based on what you've told me, every time a current client refers you, you're getting a high quality loan at bat that you don't have to shop against like a realtor referral would.
Correct. Yep.
I personally look at your business model and go, if I'm going to be trying to increase my business by 30%, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go, well, geez, I think I can add 3 loans a month to my pipeline more than I'm currently getting. Right now, you said you get 2 closings by two current client referrals a month that turn into closings.
Right.
I think you could easily get that up to 3 or 4.
I could.
And here's the beauty of it. You could get 3 to 4 closings a month without doing anything different than you're already doing. Because I frankly don't think, Larry, that if push comes to shove, you would rather spend more time soliciting realtors, soliciting business relationships, if you had a choice to go out and do something fun and get business socially. I think you would go, if I could find a way just to improve what I'm already doing and change my language up a little bit at certain times, I very well could convert more current clients and more past clients to send me business. And it wouldn't require you to do much else than what you're currently doing.
Right. I agree.
Except for one thing, being conscious of your conversations and understanding that your business model for 2017 is your target should be, so out of the, you want to close, let's just say 10 loans a month, so you want to close 120 units, and I believe let's go 3 times 12. You can get out of your 120 units that you want to shoot for, I think you're going to get 36 from your current clients. I think that it is realistic that your past client, how big is your past client database?
Almost 2,000.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that we're going to have to scale that back. Let's just say 500 people for right now.
And that, I'm going to say, you're comfortable, yes.
Okay, I think your past clients could generate easily, I think easily you could generate another 5 loans a month out of your past clients. 5 times 12 is another 60. So 60 plus 36, 96, which means that you need to generate another 24 loans
20. Yep.
out of your realtors, your social, and your business relationships. Let me ask you a question. When you break it down like that, and out of your realtors you need, let's say you need, I don't know, you need 7 out of your realtors. Let's say that you need, out of your social, let's say you need another 8. That's 15. And let's say out of your business relationships you get another, 8. Let's go 9.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay? That brings you up to your total loan closing volume for 2017 that I think we're talking about targeting.
Yeah.
So my thought is that even if you can't get 60 out of your past clients, my belief is that you're not targeting your past client database nearly enough. So if I'm analyzing my business going, well, I can get 36 current client referrals and all I got to do is ask and be engaged with my clients and know how to orchestrate referral moments, I think I can do that. 10 loans a month, that means I'm getting 30% of my current clients referring me to people that they care about. I think I can do that. My past clients, if I come up with a strategy, whether it's a newsletter or whether it's a phone campaign or something, I'm going to target generating 5 loans a month out of my database. 5 loans. I don't think that's unrealistic with a database of 2,000 people.
No.
Now, we would have to strategize on what the most effective way to accomplish that is, but I look at that going, if I'm going to spend my time, I'm going to spend it doing something that turns into the greatest dollar per minute spent.
Correct.
So
and when
let
you
me
break
ask
it down
you,
like that, it's sick.
okay, now here's
I
the
haven't been doing
problem here's the problem that most of us have. We're conditioned to chase realtors. I'm telling you right now, based on the numbers that you're giving me, I think chasing realtors is a freaking waste of your time. Not that you shouldn't, not that you shouldn't be out there being aware of agents in your marketplace, trying to send, trying to build relationships with them, but I would not make that my primary focus for Q1 and Q2 for 2017. I would manage the relationships that I have. I would continue to generate opportunities with those agents, and you're doing that already, but I wouldn't do anything more than what you already are doing. I think your business relationships, whatever you do there, continue to do that as well. I don't think you should struggle that much. God knows you only need 8 of them a year. You need 1 or 2 of those a month. But if you get more, guess what? It just means that you have to get less from the other categories. And your social will always be there because that's just who you are. So what I'm painting the picture for you is I'm not asking you to revamp anything. I'm telling you that if you're strategic about what it is that you're trying to accomplish, you will become much more laser focused and much more aware of how you're spending your time. And so what I think you need to start focusing on is, what strategies can I work on to help increase my current client referrals? Well, it goes back to a lot of what we've been talking about every single week. So you're prepared. It's just a matter of being intentional and doing it consistently. And then the past client campaign is, what do I do with my past clients? Let me give you some advice that I have used in the past that works really well. I would go through my 2,000 person database and I would rank them. I would rate them from A, B, and C. A's are the clients that you have what you consider to be a relationship with because they have referred you at least 2 people since they've known you. 2. If they haven't referred you 2, they're automatically a B.
I got you.
If the people have referred you nobody, from 0 to 1 people, they're a B. Okay? If they've never referred you and you don't really remember them or feel like you have a connection or even can remember something about them, they're a C. Now that's going to take some time to go through that database. The point is though, once you've categorized your A, your B, and your C, you know where you're going to spend your time. You're not going to be calling your C's and you're not going to be calling your B's, not until at least you've called all of your A's. So if you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck, spend it with the people that already know you, like you, and trust you. That make sense?
Yep.
So that is a very general approach to the way that you're going to start managing your pipeline of your past clients. So now what's going to happen is when you're trying to fill your funnel every month and you go, well, I need to get at least 2 to 3 from my past clients. Well, it's the 15th of the month. I've gotten a couple current client referrals. And maybe your lead tracker is full. Maybe you've got 35 leads on your lead tracker. But if you haven't gotten any from your past clients, then you're neglecting that pillar of your business.
Yep.
All I'm trying to get you to realize is that when we start peeling away the layers, this shit is not that complicated. We just get so overwhelmed. We get so overwhelmed with all the different distractions and all the different avenues that we can travel that we never really start to hone in on what we're really good at. This little exercise has now taught me something about you. You do extremely well with people that already know you, like you, and trust you, and genuinely want to refer you to the people that they care about, hence your current clients, hence your past clients. You're not doing it consistently enough, but I bet you if you did, you'd see that number increase pretty efficiently. Yep. Then I think your social and your business networks are really good for you because it's something you're passionate about. It's something that you do. It's something that you love, and you're in your element when you're in those arenas. Realtors may send you the most leads, but you're spending the most amount of time wasting your day chasing people that don't value you. So if I'm going to approach my business every Monday going, what do I need to do today and the rest of the week? I will tell you that I would not be calling my realtors. I'd be calling my past clients, my current clients, my business networks, and my social. That's all I would be doing every frickin' week. And then when I have time, I'd circle back with my realtors.
That's what the map says. And that's what it is. Now that you lay it out like this, and as we said, peel away, I try to generate the numbers, and you peel it away, and you're like, this seems simple because I really enjoy my past clients. I've got a good referral base with them. My current clients, I'm up on top with everybody like this. And, my social, my family, my friends, that's easy. That's not even working. And my referral to business partners, those are typically people I see in my meetings, my groups, my social works. So that's easy. And here's
the difference in what you sent me. Your first sentence is, through the use of calling consistently on more realtors and current and past clients and my business referral partners. You put realtors as your first.
That's honestly, because that's what I've been ingrained with Brian. Call these realtors, get these people. And I know that's where they want to work, but that's not been my MO for a long time. It's getting better.
I'm not telling you, and this conversation is different with every LO.
I know.
Once you peel away the pillars, which I consider to be the past clients, those are pillars. Once you can identify what your strengths are, hence why the lead tracker is so vitally important to manage every single day. Without the data, without the details, without it being 100% complete, you will never clearly understand what your strength and your weaknesses are. It isn't that I'm asking you guys to do this because I need you to waste your time filling in the blanks. It's because when we get to analyzing your business and figuring out how to make things more efficient, this lead tracker system produces an undeniable, an unfiltered, meaning that you can't hide behind smoke and mirrors of where your business really is at. And this is the power behind the lead tracker. From this document, everything becomes possible. And now I'm not telling you that you should call on realtors anymore. I think your business plan that you sent me, you need to go back and rework it. Because now that you know what your 5 pillars are, you can actually effectively decide where and how you're going to spend your time to generate the leads that you need. If out of your past clients you need to get 60 units or 5 a month, you need to try to generate 15 leads a month from your past clients. Well, how am I going to generate 15 leads a month from my past clients to get 5 closings? Well, there's a lot of different strategies out there. You can hire a phone dialer, call them up and do an annual review. You can call them up and figure out birthdays, get updated information, appreciation and values have happened. I mean, you can call up and have conversations with, you can call 15 to 20 people a week of your past clients. And out of that, casual conversations, business happens.
Yep.
That's a strategy. That's a business strategy for 2017 to help you accomplish getting 15 leads a month or 5 closings a month. Now the struggle is that there's a ramp-up time. It may take you 3 months to build up a consistent 15 leads a month out of your database while you're building things up, but that's why we break it down into quarters. Your Q1 needs to be where you have called 15 to 20 past clients a week for the first 3 months, and to be able to analyze what you're getting out of it. That's a business strategy. That is a strategy that helps you generate more leads. And that's doing something that obviously you're really good at. It's not calling more realtors, because I don't think you're going to get nearly the amount of return on your investment, nor do I think you're going to get nearly the amount of satisfaction. And then the same thing applies with your current clients. Current clients, as an example, am I making my weekly update calls? Am I paying attention to when my clients say thank you? Am I capitalizing on that moment? And in order for me to do all that, am I setting the bar of expectation up correctly in the very beginning? Because if I don't, it is infinitely more difficult to get a current client referral when I don't tell the people in the beginning that my business is conditional on them referring me to the people they care about.
Correct.
And every time that they say thank you, am I going, hey, Mr. Client, thanks for noticing. My team and I are really counting on you to refer us to the people you care about, because we would love to get them to come back to you and say thank you like you're doing to the person that referred you to us. If you make that condition every single time, you will be amazed at the return on your investment by doing what I call your loan officer duties.
Simple, right.
If you do your loan officer duties every single day, you're actually generating business by doing the one job you don't like, but you will begin to realize how valuable it is when you start seeing the current client referrals increase. That, my friend, is a business strategy that works. Otherwise, yes. Facebook, marketing, I mean, all that stuff is great, but you don't have any passion for it because none of this works. Now, if you say, I want to use my Facebook marketing to target all of my past clients, then your strategy is I have to get every one of my past clients to get linked into my Facebook page. So that means I've got to physically call all of them and ask them to like it.
Right.
So there are strategies upon strategies, but now at least I can point you down the road for each one that's going to yield you the greatest return on your investment while allowing you not to have to revamp your entire business life, which you and I both know, none of that's going to happen. Nobody's going to do a significant, monumental shift in their life just to make a couple deals, because when push comes to shove, you're going to step back and go, it ain't freaking worth it.
Yep.
That's my soapbox.
No, you know, the funny thing is, I've taken my business plan I sent you, I've already made all the changes. I'll have it back to you in 30 minutes.
All right, here's what I don't want. I don't want you to send it to me. I want you to send it to Madison, and I want you to send it to Brian.
I will.
Okay?
Yep.
They are going to be your accountability partners. And then once you guys have all discussed it as a group, then you can give it to me.
Yep.
Because I'm going to be the one that holds you, I'm going to be the one that on a month-to-month basis tracks it so that we can discuss it, you know, on some of our calls.
Yep.
All right. Good morning, Madison.
Good morning.
She's like, oh shit, now it's my turn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
So I loved your business plan.
Awesome.
The problem that I have with it is that it is way too complicated.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying that your I will statement or the things that you want to personally accomplish, or I'm only going to limit this to your production. Okay.
Okay.
I loved what you wrote because I think that's an amazing clarification of what you want out of 2017. I think if you were going to hold yourself accountable to all that, you're literally going to explode. There's no way in God's green earth, even Derek or anybody else can hold you accountable to all of the stuff that you want to do.
Okay.
So I'm a believer of I'm a believer of setting goals that are stretched, but also that I believe really identify with who I am and what my passions are. Okay. So
okay.
I love what you wrote here, and there's nothing I can say about any of that stuff except I want to peel away the layers of your business, just like I did with Larry. So Larry, if you don't mind, I would love to hear how you would look at Madison's business. Her goal is to close 5 loans a month. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about loan size right now, but I'm looking at getting 5 loans a month out of Madison, which means that she needs to generate anywhere between 15 to 25 leads a month. Okay?
And just because Madison and I talk on a regular basis, she does not have, she just relocated from Tennessee, doesn't have a lot of friends here. We talked about attacking her social circles and her networks outside the office.
Let's talk about the pillars.
Okay.
Right.
Madison, where would you like to see your business come from? Give me the sources over the last 90 days that you've gotten a majority, well, actually not, just where have you gotten your leads from over the last 90 days?
It's been pure realtor referrals.
Okay, all realtors, right?
Yes.
So there really isn't any other pillar of business besides realtors?
Not currently, no, but I am working on it.
Yep, nope, that's fine. So that really eliminates, because you don't have a database, it really eliminates your past clients, correct?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, and because you've just relocated, it significantly makes your social circle a little bit more complicated.
Yes.
Okay. So what you really have left are 2 very apparent pillars, and that is your realtors and your affiliated relationships. And then I believe once you start generating some activity, you're going to capitalize on your current clients, which My belief is that for 2013, or 2013, look at me talking about my business. So for 2017, I think for 2017, you want to generate 60 closed loans, right? Or did you say 4? Because one place on here you put 40, and the other place you said 5 loans a month, which is 60.
Yeah, I kind of got confused when I was doing some math. So I think I changed it to 40. I think that's the one it's supposed to be on.
Okay, so you want 40 loans. So your goal is to close at least 3 units a month, 3 to 4 units a month.
It was more of like the value number that I was trying to hit of the 100.
I don't want the. So you're trying to earn 100 grand.
That's my goal.
Okay, so I want you to not think about the 100 grand right now, because I don't think chasing dollars is where it's at. I think your number one priority, and I'm going to say something that was told to me almost on the first day that I got in the business. The numbers take care of themselves when you get to talk to enough people. Okay? That's it. Your market and your relationships will generate the business if you're spending enough time talking to enough people. So let's go through this a little bit. So you need to get 4 loans closed a month, which in my guesstimate is anywhere between 15 and 18 leads a month.
Okay.
Are you getting 15 to 18 leads a month?
So I counted up, and everything since I've started, just about 3 months ago, I've gotten 11 total leads from 8 different realtors.
So you've gotten 11 total over 90 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know
Larry,
that's
what
not
would you
wonderful.
say? Actually, Madison, that's horrible.
Okay.
I mean, this is about making it so that you survive in this business, and not about, it's just calling a spade a spade. 11 leads in the last 90 days is horrible. And I say that not to be condescending, but it is truly a representation of either A, the lack of amount of people you're talking to, B, the type of people you're talking to, which I remember reading is that I don't want to talk to people that, where is it from, the energy? Oh, I will not work with unhappy or rude realtors, disrespectful people, or people who do not value my time and energy. How committed are you to that statement?
Starting out, not the most committed. Yeah, so, but, as you move forward, or I move forward through 2017, maybe I'll be able to commit a little more to that.
I don't think you're even committed as you say it. You said you're eventually going to get there. You have to create a boundary for yourself. And I want you to be clear on that. If there's a daily affirmation that I'm going to read to myself every morning when I open up the door to my office, it's going to be, I will not work with unhappy or rude realtors, disrespectful people, or people who do not value my time and energy. And below that, I will put, I am a relationship amplifier, and people are better off talking to me than not talking to me. I bring value to people's businesses and their lives that they don't even know yet, but my job is to get them to see my value.
Okay.
The reality of what's happening is, if you're only getting 11 leads out of 8 realtors, that means that A, you're not talking to enough realtors, B, you're not putting yourself into situations where you're actually asking for the business, or you're simply asking the wrong people. And I think the clarification of working with the right realtors is that I think you should go out there and look for the right people to talk to, and not just talk to everybody unless that's something you're comfortable with. Meaning to say that you call, what, do you do Thor's Hammer every Monday?
Yes.
Are you calling 30 realtors every Monday?
Yes.
And you're not getting I mean, after 90 days, you've only gotten 11 referrals, right?
Well, that's been since I started on anyone, but that's not part of my lead tracker, no, because we switched the lead tracker to where it's people who I'm talking to and spreading my business to, so there are a lot more on there. But as far as just people who have sent me business, I mean, it's been pretty much more in the last 30 days, but since I've started Thor's Hammer, this has been what I've gotten out of it.
Okay. So where do you think your greatest struggle lies?
I think I could definitely talk to a lot more people.
Okay.
But, I mean, it
Why?
just
Yep, go ahead.
starting out, I had to learn to run the meetings and just kind of following Brian and learning just our company in general. And so I don't feel like I had all of the tools in the first, 30 days to start getting leads and asking for the business.
Right. Do you feel like you're there now?
I do, yeah.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about you wanting to talk to more people. So when you look at your pillars, you have business relationships and you have realtors. Let's just focus on those two.
Okay.
When you think about the 8 realtors that have referred you, how would you rate the relationship that you have with that realtor as it relates to the quality of lead that they've sent you?
Pretty good. I mean, I've been fairly happy with all of the leads. About 3 of them are going to start pursuing homes in January, so it's just kind of one of those times, yeah. But they've all been pretty good, yeah. I'm having my first closing on Friday.
Okay. So I want you to tell Larry that you're a better realtor relationship builder than he is.
100%. I've told her that. Yep. I see what she does, and I go, I can't do that, and I can't make all those calls, and I just don't value that relationship. I mean, personally, but she does these video emails, and
yep, I see them on Facebook sometimes.
It blows. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So,
yep.
Yes.
So Madison, so you're batting about 30%. Okay.
Okay.
So that means that out of your 11 leads, 3 of them are going to pursue contracts. But that's not nearly enough because you need to get that consistently every month.
Right.
So do you believe that the realtors, the 8 realtors that you're working with, are good at, do you have a strong enough relationship with them that you could call them up every week and ask for 1 lead a month?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so you really have 8 realtors. Your goal is to probably, if you wanted to, get 2 more that are willing to send you 1 lead a month. That doesn't sound that difficult, does it?
But I thought I would need 15 to 25. Is that where you're going to go into the other pillars?
Yep, that's right. See, I'm not going to ask you to put all of your energy in just the realtors because I think that's going to be you're going to be limited based on how the realtors think, and I don't like that. I want you to diversify. So if you're getting 10 leads, out of your 15 to 18 from your realtors, and you've got 10 realtors that are guaranteed to send you 1 lead a month, I think that's fair. I don't think that's over. I mean, you literally can go, listen, I'm interested in building a relationship, and I'm just looking for 1 lead a month. And then eventually, once you see how well of a job I do and how well I amplify relationships, you're going to want to send me all of your leads. But for now, I'm hoping to get 1 lead a month. Just give me 1 lead this month, and let me prove it to you.
Okay.
Does that sound realistic?
For sure, yes.
Okay, so right now we have a strategy, which is you have 8 realtors. Your job over the next 30 plus days is to have a conversation with them and let them know that you're building a business plan for 2017 and you want to count on them for 1 referral a month.
Okay.
If you can get more, great. But the truth is that you're being completely honest with them that you're not asking for all of their business right now. You're simply asking them for a chance to earn all of their business. So I think for the first 90 days of 2017, you should look at every realtor and expect that you're getting 3 leads a month from all of them.
Okay.
Out of those 3 leads a month, out of those 10 leads a month from your 10 realtors, you're going to hope to convert 3 of them into closable deals.
Okay.
Seems pretty easy, right? Doesn't seem very monumental. Doesn't seem like a hill that you can't climb.
Right.
Right?
Yes. Okay.
Now you have your 3 closings potentially a month. Now, I don't think that's going to happen right out of the gate. So instead of putting all of our eggs in one basket, let's diversify ourselves. Now, you
Okay.
have a very charismatic personality and you have a very approachable demeanor. I think that you should look into talking to some financial planners and some attorneys and some CPAs. I don't think it's unrealistic, especially during tax season, for the first couple months of, for first Q1, that you can't go out there and build some conversations around these other businesses, attorneys, CPAs, and financial planners. I think you should be out there trying to cultivate at least 4 to 5 relationships that can refer you at least one referral a month. And here's what I will tell you. Financial planner referrals have a very high conversion ratio because they're usually great clients, they've got great credit. You might have to work cheap on the loan, but right now, that's a conversation you should bring up to Brian because it's all about adding people to a database and closing loans to get you, to gain experience. Fair?
Right. Yes.
But CPAs and attorneys, same thing. I think the quality of lead that you get from these people is going to be higher than most. So I think your conversion ratio on those clients is going to be much higher, just my experience.
Okay.
Now, you've gotten your realtors and your business relationships referring you at least 15, let's go 15 loans a month, 15 leads. Out of that, you're adding them to your lead tracker, and out of that, you're hopefully going to have a pipeline of 4 to 5 people actively involved in the transaction to where out of those, 3 of them are going to close, 4 of them are going to close a month. But you're always going to have a running, you're always going to have a running pipeline. Fair?
Yes.
Out of that, you can further insulate your numbers by then focusing on what other pillar?
Well, I am working on just spreading my social circle again, or more
Nope.
just down here. No.
That you can do that as well, but again, you're overlooking the one category of people that already know you, like you, and trust you, and if you set the stage appropriately, you will get business out of them.
Current clients?
Oh, yay! Yes.
Okay.
Those are going to be your highest conversion ratio. It always, always, always ends up being that. If you've got an active pipeline of 5 to 8 people actively involved in the home buying process or refinance process, you have 5 to 8 people that are adamantly aware of how good of a job you do and will always say thank you to you when you provide them value. I think out of your current client pipeline, it wouldn't be unrealistic that you can be getting 1 to 2 qualified leads a month. So let's recap this. Your realtors should generate you 10 leads a month, 1 lead every single month. Okay?
Okay.
Your business relationships should be able to generate at least 3 referrals a month.
Okay.
And then my belief is that between your social circle right now, I think you should be able to generate 1 lead a month, and I believe your current clients should generate you 1 lead a month. That puts you at 15 leads a month, and I believe based on who you are and how you communicate, you should have no problem converting 3 to 4 loans out of that pipeline every single month.
Okay.
Can you repeat that for me in your own words?
Yes. So I will have realtors, about 10 to 12, sending me 1 lead a month, which will lead to about 3 closed deals a month. My current clients should generate 1 to 2 leads a month, which are pretty much no solid clients, so that's another 1 closing a month. And then business relationships, I should have 4 to 5 of those relationships giving me 1 referral a month each. So a minimum of 3 leads, and hopefully closing in the additional 1 closing a month.
Okay. Does this sound like all-consuming? Does it sound like it's monumental and that it's going to take a lot of effort?
No, I mean, not more than I have been putting in, I guess. Just a different strategy.
So I think, I think you're going to be able to see a better rate of return on your numbers by putting in a little bit more effort, but being a lot more focused on what it is you're doing every day.
Okay.
So I would ask, now that we've got our numbers, I would ask that you and Larry and Brian get together, and I want you guys to break out your business plan based on the numbers that you've just talked to me. So for example, your realtors, you have 8 realtors that have referred you 11 people over the course of 90 days. Your strategy could be to pick up the phone and call your 30 Thor's Hammer realtors, or pick up the phone and call your 8 realtors that have already referred you and ask them for a commitment for 2017 to ask for 1 referral a month out of their, processes. And in return, your goal is going to be to help them get a current client referral out of the transactions that you work with on them, which should help them with their business. And then your next goal would be to call another 4 realtors to get them to agree to the same process. And that's your primary focus for the entire month of December, is to have the conversation with the 8 that you already have relationships with and to find 4 more by the end of the year. That's what your goal is. So that's your business strategy for 2016, so that you're ramped up for 2017. Then I would start dialoguing and figuring out who I know that's a financial planner, a CPA, or an attorney, and I would make it my mission to find 5 to 8 people that you're willing to have lunch with or coffee with, talk about a business relationship, and hopefully out of that 8 or 5, you get 2 or 3. Again, the 30% rule. Because out of the 8 that you meet with, you won't be working with people that are rude or unhappy or don't value your time and energy, and you're going to make that abundantly clear to yourself so that when you sit down with people, you're going to make the decision on whether you want to work with them before they make the decision if they want to work with you.
Okay.
And then through all of your conversations with every one of your clients, every lead that comes in, and this applies to both of you, every lead that comes in, your business strategy has to be to expand your brand. Every conversation with every potential lead, regardless if it turns into a loan or not, is a chance to expand your brand. Do you guys recognize that if you're having anywhere from 15, and in Larry's case, 35 conversations a month, and every one of those is a conversation first and foremost about your brand, how ultimately you're going to start getting opportunities that you never even thought were possible?
No, I'm on it.
Nobody? Addison?
Yes, definitely. I could see.
Is this helping at all?
For me, it is. I mean, I made it real simple just a minute ago. Real simple.
Madison, what do you think? Because I don't think you've ever really done a business plan, and this is your first attempt at it. And what do you think differs between your business plan and the one I'm just laying out for you now?
Yours has just an I'm trying to think, a concrete goal and a way to achieve the plan. I guess mine was just like the outcome that I want, and yours just structure how to get to that outcome.
Bingo. Mine is stupidly simple because that's how I am. Truly, I'm not a very complicated person, and I'm not a Scott Hudspeth. I'm not a Carl White. I'm not some of those amazing loan officers that you saw at the conference. I really am just a simple, business owner that believes that relationships are the only reason that I was successful. And I wasn't kidding when I said I want to do the least amount of work possible to make the income that I want. And I think that this approach works really, really well, because now when you peel away the layers, think about what your day-to-day activities look like, guys. Madison, your goal is to have 10 to 12 conversations in the month of December with realtors that either know you or will get to know you, and you will be asking them for a commitment of 1 lead a month.
Okay.
That's your concrete goal for the next 45 days. Or not, sorry, next 30 days. These are the strategies that if you want to work smarter, this is the way you do it. Now you guys can understand how valuable the lead tracker is. Now you can understand how valuable the details inside of the lead tracker are. This allows us to really look at evolving our business so that you work smart, not hard, so that you're not wasting your time and talking to people that aren't worthy of your time. Plus, you want to work in your zone. Like each of you have amazing gifts. You want to work in your area that you're happiest in. Larry, it's working with your current clients. It's working with your past clients. It's working with your social and business relationships before it's working with your realtors. Madison, you don't have much option right now. Your job is to go out there and get as many realtors willing to send you 1 referral a month, and you can actually hold them accountable to that. And out of every one of those at-bats, you know that as much as you don't like having to sell yourself to the realtor, that every client that comes into your door that becomes a raving fan of Madison Barber is one more person closer to not having to rely on realtors who are literally leeches to your business. You will eventually have of people that will gladly refer you as long as you consistently expand your brand. So every time you open your mouth, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh my God, I can't count on my realtors to continue sending me business. I have a phone call to call a referral. I'm going to call them, but before I do that, I'm going to expand my brand with them first to make sure they understand that if they decide to work with me or we work together, they're going to be advocates of my business because I'm going to bend over backwards to get them to refer me. And you're going to ask, because every time you ask is one more lead added to your lead tracker, which makes it easier the next month. And hence, we go back to full circle, the lead tracker.
Okay.
It's an amazingly simple, powerful tool. It literally is everything that your business grows from. And this is the real reason why you guys are going to work with me for the next 12 months.
Amen.
Yeah,
That's my
awesome.
goal. I thought this was a farewell to me. I said, no, just because I get this business plan, I need some help. I appreciate it. I appreciate it for you, brother. I do.
You guys need to get with Brian. You guys have a powwow about your business plan for 2017. Map it out. Once you guys have agreed to what you're doing and you guys have broken out the specifics of how you're going to get to your numbers and what you're going to do to get your realtors and current clients and past clients and all that stuff together, keep it very simple, one sentence, details, break it down to where it's manageable by the day, and then get with Brian, figure it out, and then when you guys are done with it, get it back to me, and I will be the one that when we talk every single week, we're going to be talking about higher level conversations about how we can keep you guys on track to your numbers, and we'll be talking about vulnerability. What has stopped you from hitting your numbers? Why are you not? Why haven't you done this? Well, here's what. We will start dialoguing about real world situations because you guys already know everything you need to know about going out there and presenting yourself to people. There's nothing I can do for you there anymore.
Okay.
Amen.
Did I scare you, Madison?
No, I really enjoyed it, so thank you.
You're welcome. Sometimes I can be a little intense about this stuff, and it's not because Denise always says to me, she goes, why do you got to always bark at people? And I go, I don't want to come across as barking. I just get really excited and passionate about it, and I don't want people to misrepresent what I'm saying because I believe everything that you guys do or want is achievable. And so if I come across as being overbearing or commanding or barking, I really don't want to ever sound like that. So if I'm like that, please just tell me to shut up.
You're not. No.
Madison, this is huge because by focusing on where the business is, you're going to get to your level faster, quicker, stronger than if we just do the method that Carl tells us or Brian tells us, or you got to go where that strong points is. And I've been trying to work a system with these realtors that, honestly, there's nothing worse for me to call a realtor and ask for work. I'd rather chop my toe off. But if I can go to a client or a past client or a friend or an associate through the charity stuff I do, it is so much easier. And again, it's not like work. It's almost like what I do. It's just fun. It's easy talking to them, and the phone rings, the deals come in, and you're like, that wasn't work. And then I still have to go ahead and go back to work and call the realtors. I'm like, damn, there goes another toe. I only have 10 of them. I only have 10 toes. So this makes you focus on where your strengths are, and it's going to get you to that level a lot sooner. I wish I had this a long time ago, but that's why I'm here at SMP.
Don't you think that we gravitate to the places where we're the happiest?
Totally.
And whenever we are told to swim upstream, it's not what we're good at or what we're really passionate about. It always seems like a struggle, and we never commit to it. I don't care how many time blocking sessions we do. I don't care how many commitments we make or how many business plans we write. We typically just don't ever make the full commitment and stick with it. That's why I go back to, if you are clear on what you're good at, your lead tracker tells you what you're good at. Your lead tracker doesn't allow you to hide behind anything. When you look at your lead tracker and you're averaging 4 leads a month over a 90-day period of time, there is no way that you can hide behind any other excuse except for, I'm just not talking to enough people. I'm not making myself visual enough. And pretty soon, as you look at it every month, you start analyzing what you do every day. And the truth is that I don't think you guys have to change much about what you do. Just be cognizant of where your sweet spot is and focus on it. And Madison, you don't have a lot of flexibility because you don't have a tremendous diversity in your business yet. But we've all started with the realtors, but realize that every referral you get from them, every client that becomes a raving fan of Madison Barber, is a chance for you to rely less on realtors and work with people that really care and enjoy working with people like you. I can't define that any better. Every lead that comes in is a chance to become less dependent on realtors and less dependent on people who don't like you, who don't value you. Your clients, if you deliver on what you promise and set the bar of expectation up correctly, will gladly endorse you to their family and friends. It's an 80% conversion rate. 80% of your past clients and current clients will gladly refer you, endorse you, if you ask. But you can't ask unless you set the stage appropriately, because then it comes across as leaning on them, and we know that leaning is not the way that you want to build your business.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You guys are welcome. You two are going to spend the next day or so, or however long. I want you guys to come up with a revised business plan. Keep it as simple as possible to where you can look at it every day and go, I'm not doing this, I am doing this. I'm not doing this, I am doing this. So that you can hold yourselves accountable, and then I want you to send it to me. And then the next session we have, I will show you my tracking system for my LOs that I've tracked with you guys that you guys don't even know yet, that basically tracks your numbers. So I know where you're at every month.
Awesome.
Great.
Yep. I appreciate the focus.
Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate you guys taking time out today.
This was one of the best ones I've had so far.
Yeah.
Aw, man, Larry, that makes me feel so good. Thanks, brother.
Seriously, because this is where I am. I mean, we're starting a new year coming up, and I know there's a lot of downtime and shopping and parties and festivals, but we got to...
Only on your social calendar, brother. Only on your social calendar.
I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. I lost my dog. I mean... So I'm on it. I'm ramping this.
Yeah, man, you sound like a country song.
If I play it all backwards, I get it all back? I don't know.
That's right. If you play it all backwards, you get it all back. I love it.
No, very good. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
Clear?
Implement.
Clear.
Yes. Accountability. Amen.
Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Please, as you guys are writing these, feel free to call me, email me with questions, but I want this business plan tight and ready to go so that we can start planning December, so that by the time January hits, your momentum is already picked up.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, make it a great afternoon. I recorded the call today. Do you guys want the replay?
Could I? Yeah, I just want to make sure I get all the notes down. I got pretty much the numbers. I know we spent a lot of time doing my stuff, so Madison, thanks for sticking it out. But some of this will apply to you, and it's some of the stuff